We want to make this community, the Stanford community, into the kind of place we want to live in, right?
Yeah!
Okay.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
My name is Zeb Levicki, and I'm president of United Stanford Workers. So we represent all of the folks in housing and dining and 1,100 workers on this campus, including all the people who do residential housing work. That would include the guest house, except that the workers they have there are manpower temps. We believe that those should be permanent jobs, they should be union jobs, they should have all the benefits that come along with it.
Your department had manpower custodians working here since it opened in June of 2003. Maria Block told us yesterday that the place is filled with customers.
They opened the Slack guest house last April, I believe. It's basically like a full-service hotel for conference attendees and other visitors. They staffed the custodial work entirely with temporary workers from Manpower, so they didn't create any permanent positions. If somebody's doing permanent work on this campus, they're doing the job for 6 months, for 2 years, they can be made permanent and do the work permanently. And that's exactly what we're about to demand here today, right? Right! Stanford needs to create permanent positions for these people because they're doing permanent full-time work. We were in a meeting with them on Monday to ask for exactly that. The next day, 2 of the temps, including one of the ones who was in that meeting, were fired. We immediately met with management, the workers were reinstated, but we don't think that's the end of the problem. The fact that Stanford took that action, I think, indicates an approach towards labor management relations on this campus that is not acceptable. And so we are now advocating for them to be immediately placed in permanent positions that are full-time with benefits, because that's exactly what the work wants. These firings, these were not a mistake. These were a tactic that this department used to scare temporary workers out of asking and demanding their rights.
Hector Munguia, I'm in the irrigation department. I'm an irrigation specialist, making sure the irrigation's working around campus, housing in particular. We're just here to support our union. You know, power is the key. You know, the more we are, the better, the stronger we are. So I feel the more we're here, the more united, the better we'll be. Hopefully we're heard, and hopefully these issues will get resolved.
All right, so a few of us, you're all invited. We're going to go into the office here and pay a visit to Shirley Everett and let her know what we think about this. Come on in.
Ustedes, vengan para adentro.
The workers and us and the student body or the community do not want to wait, nor do we believe it's morally responsible for their department as one of the richest institutions on this planet to make them wait, right?
Yes!
What we said at the time, or what I should say what Housing said at the time, was that they needed time to assess the staffing needs of the guest house before they could create permanent positions. Well, it's been since April. They've had more than enough time to assess the staffing needs. The guest house has been near maximum occupancy almost since it opened. And yet these are still manpower temps who are working there. They're in need of more money. Some of them have big credit card bills. They have no access to health care. One of the temps has 2 children, both of whom have different health care problems, one of whom's never seen a doctor in their lives.
We'll be back! 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 We'll be back!
Everybody, let's listen to what happened inside. Listen up.
So I almost just want to paraphrase what Mitch said because it was so good. The people who we want to talk to are not here. Shirley Everett's on vacation. What we did get is an assurance that immediately upon her return, she's going to meet with us to discuss these issues. So we expressed all of our demands that they be reinstated immediately with permanent positions and benefits. And as Mitch said, if this is the kind of employer Stanford's going to be, this is the kind of union we're going to be.
Damn right! Yeah!